there's a countdown for a reason. If I ignore the countdown, then people get upset.
Then why ask?
But at the same time, I'm used to finishing early, so ask my wife. Oh wait, is this mic on?
It's gonna be awesome.
Hey guys, ignore anything you heard about me and premature ejaculation. Guys, welcome to another episode of Talking Through the Medias. I am your host, Chris Fagan. Prepare yourself for another week of reactions and reviews by fans for fans. Joining me on a Thursday is the returning queen of les business.
That's be me, Tabitha.
That's be me, Tabitha, yes. And also Joy Fagan, as this gnat flies around this house.
We've been killing gnats.
We've been killing gnats all day. Yeah, the reason why the show started late was because this gnat was just relentless. But we're gonna power through. We got some things to talk about. Some of the topics that I posted on YouTube, as for the main topic, I realized I did not have time for it. There was a lot of things that we could have talked about this week, but we're gonna be mainly. That's what I was trying to say. Focused on Cinemacon. We have some updates about what we call our Super Bowl, our WrestleMania, if you will, Comicpalooza. So we have some news for that. We're going to do some announcements on that. And also we have some reviews to talk about. Damn it, I forgot to do a graphic for that, but I'll fix it in post. We'll worry about that later. But guys, like I said, we're going to talk about some things as we always do. Share your thoughts, your questions, your comments concerning anything that you want to talk about. Put it in the chat. Support the channel. Hey, help us out, man. Become a subscriber. Like this video if you want to. And don't forget to follow us on all the socials. We have a podcast as well. And as I always say, let's keep talking. Without further ado, let's get right into it, guys. First topic of the night. Joy, babe, what is the first topic, if you don't mind? I love that top, by the way. I can't wait to take it off later. Let's go.
Talking through the Cinemacon.
I'm gonna have to go to tabs real fast. She did not like that public display of affection.
No.
Stop trying to hate on my shine. When I flirt with my wife, you love it.
I was just gonna say all he would get was the top off because he already talked about what happens. That was that premature.
I don't like you. Anyway, let's get into the damn topics. Thank you guys for like I said. What did I say on a previous episode, babe? If there was a parade of my pain, Tabitha would be holding the baton, just waving it like that. Okay, first topic of the week, babe. What do we got?
Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers will release 5 films exclusively in theaters for 45 days before becoming available on streaming platforms. Joker 2 trailer and Superman.
Well, we're gonna run down all those topics that happened at Cinemacon. We're just gonna run down them real fast. So I mean, you got them displayed there. We're just gonna talk about. So Cinemacon was all this week, which is a convention. Convention. Thank you.
Convention, not a conviction.
Not a conviction. Well, they
might have convictions.
They were convicted. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I was fine. A convention for upcoming movies, a celebration of film and things that's happening. So Warner Brothers, Disney, Paramount, all the major players showing us what their upcoming projects are. Starting with Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers was day one. Joker 2 was one of the first things that was brought up real fast. Did you guys have a chance? I looked at the trailer.
Yeah.
I wanted to wait till today to watch it. I know the trailer dropped yesterday, the day before yesterday. Yeah. But I took a look at it. I'm interested, Tabitha, because we've talked about Joker. I don't think you saw the first one.
I did.
You did see? Yo, you did?
Yeah, I saw it.
Because I thought you had
I watched it.
You don't like the dynamic between Harley Quinn and
yes, but this Joker the Joker that this movie is sort of like the way that they're portraying this Joker. Of course I saw it. It's more about mental wellness and illness and what could lead someone to get to that role. And that's what I really love about sort of his origin story in that sense. Sorry, there's that gnat again. Yeah. So I like that they're taking the storyline through this, because to me, then that explains the Harley Quinn
For me.
Joker relationship in a manner in which I think is appropriate for the behaviors that they instill in each other, because their relationship is incredibly toxic, and this shows why. This is the reasons for all that, which I think is very pivotal in showing that aspect of what the relationship is, not romanticizing the toxicity, because I don't foresee it as a romanticism in the way that they displayed it in the trailer
Originally. It's different from
that. It's very much oh, this is why this is the way it is. This is the why to how they act, and I like that aspect.
That's a good take on it. I'll get into my thoughts on what you just said a minute ago. But before that, Joy, what did you have a chance to take a look at it? What did you think about the Joker trailer?
No, I did not get a chance to look at it. But I will say, from seeing the first one, and this is everything, because I know Joaquin Phoenix is a stellar actor. He does phenomenal work.
Oscar winner. Yeah.
You're right. And I'm sure this one is going to be the same. He'll do a phenomenal job. It's shot well, the cinematography, all that sort of thing. It's just not my kind of movie.
Yeah.
It's not my style.
Right.
So I watched the first one with you. I didn't hate it, but it wasn't something that I would ever watch again.
Yeah.
It's just not my kind of movie. And I don't foresee myself seeing this one and going, oh, I just love it so much. It would probably be the same thing for me, where I would be like, everyone did a great job, but I just don't like this.
Yeah.
It's not my thing.
Yeah. And that makes sense. Like, I could see where people are not going to find these types of storylines enjoyable if it's not, it's not necessarily a fun watch,
Like, I'm that's more into entertainment and fun when I'm going out. I don't take a lot of interest in watching things that are super heavy. It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, no, I totally get it, because I do think that it's important to create a movie like this when you are romanticizing that kind of storyline between him and Harley Quinn. So I think it's necessary to see the seriousness of that and to display that along with the lighthearted aspects, or what people may think is fun about the toxic relationship. If we're going to display that, then we have to show the harsh realities of the whys. So I do think it's important to have it out there, but I can completely understand why it's just not a fun watch for people.
Yeah.
100%.
Most definitely. One of the things that I loved about this trailer is that it erased my fears of whether or not this was going to be a complete departure of the original one. Everything that I did like about the first movie, I thought, well, this is a musical, so what are they going to do? Are they going to make it a happier type? No, I could tell from this trailer, this is the same universe, it's the same, and it's the same world, and we're going to get into the psychosis. Once again, we're going to dive deep into this person's psychosis and his psyche, but we're just going to add music.
And I think it makes sense, though, if you think about his psychosis and his psyche and the clown aspect of things and them doing him, like the concept of him,
My
like
life is a comedy and now it's a musical.
Well, it's not even,
He feels like he's performing.
He's performing,
things.
and a musical is a performance. He's in his brain creating this situation.
Something he thinks is
so I think it's very fitting for the psychosis of it all. And I really liked that they're showing him kind of in the mental institution, and kind of him having the flip-flop of reality to what's in his head and what he's picturing and seeing, and to what they're doing in real life. And I think that it's gonna, if they do it right, it's gonna be really good in my mind.
It reminded me of what happened in the first movie. Remember in the first movie when he attacked those guys in the subway train, and then when he got away from them, he locked himself into a public restroom, and he had a symphony moment with himself. And I'm like, that was pretty much a music break in the movie.
It's the performance of this psychosis that he has, where he feels like he's constantly having to put on a show. And it really is a deep, dark dive into what could cause that. And I like that aspect for him.
Now, as far as what's going on with Lady Gaga playing this new version of Harley Quinn, Now, I was talking about my theories on this. This can go a lot of ways. If you remember the first movie, remember when he was romanticizing his connection with his neighbor, was played by Zaza Beetz. I'm wondering, are we gonna go there again? Is this all in his
head or not?
Like,
Yeah.
Is this relationship with a guy? Well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I doubt it, but maybe. But that'd be interesting.
I think that would end it. The only way they could continue the Harley Quinn relationship then is it continued to be a psychosis of his mental illness, where the whole relationship of him and Harley Quinn then throughout the comics, throughout how her storyline goes, would then have to be a psychosis of him. But I don't know if they're going to play it that way, because I think it would be more interesting to create the dynamic. Oh, sorry. Well, it doesn't move anymore, so I have to move to it. To make the dynamic between them, you know, with her own psychosis issues, because that's kind of what I think makes their relationship so convoluted and complex, is they both have these really screwed up psychosis that, like, of how they interact with it feeds off each other, that their mental illnesses feed off each other. Yeah. And I think to take hers away and it just to be in his mind would be very limiting to that relationship.
Well, another departure from that I noticed from the original version of Harley Quinn when she was created for the Batman animated series, to the comic books, to the movies that she was in the DCEU, is that originally Dr. Harley Quinzel was one of his doctors. Now she's a patient.
Yeah,
there's another liberty that was taken for this version.
That's very true. It's very true.
And another thing that I've noticed, just only from the trailer, is that the one thing that you said that you never really liked about the Harley Quinn character, about how that she's in this relationship that this man that's always abusing her, and she's still stay, but then later I told you that she emancipated herself from her. But it seems like that's not happening at all. This seems like a real love. Like, it's not like I doubt. I would be surprised if they go the abuse route. I didn't feel that in the trailer. I bet that they're gonna remove that from their relationship.
But the abuse that I always felt that was really between Joker and Harley Quinn is not physical abuse that I thought, which does happen, but it was the mental abuse. And mentally ill people abuse in the small moments. Yeah. So I do think that that's going to play out.
I agree. That's probably going to say. I'm talking about the manipulating my doctor to become
correct. I think that they're going to play the abuse and the toxicity through the mental illness aspect of them. Their mental illnesses are feeding off each other, which cause all these scenarios. I think that's going to really come down to attachment styles of abuse, and that's how that's going to play out from what it seemed like in the trailer. I'm very intrigued by it, so I'm excited to see.
Another thing that came out from Cinemacon was the revelation of, it's not that big of a deal, but the new logo from the upcoming James Gunn Superman movie. There it is right there, the new logo. Any thoughts on that? I mean, I know that's the logo from a comic book that was called Kingdom Come, which is I believe, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, a future Superman but I never read the comic, so I'm not going to pretend like I know anything about it. But I know this Superman isn't a older Superman. This is a probably late 20s, maybe mid 30s Superman. But they're still using that logo. That's where that logo comes from. If I'm not remembering that incorrectly. But any thoughts on the revelation of the logo?
Looks like an S.
It's Superman.
There you go. It still looks the same to you.
Looks like an S.
But it's not an S. It's the Kryptonian symbol for hope.
It's still an S.
Good for them.
It's still an S. What was that? Every time I hear the word S, it reminds me of the Kids in the Hall, that segment. People make fun of me because I lisp. Such a fuss over a few extra S's. But yeah, there it goes. Another thing that come up. What was another topic?
Black Canary was announced with Jurnee Smollett set to reprise her role.
This was interesting because that character was introduced in the older version of the DC movie universe, the DCEU, in the Emancipation of Harley Quinn. Jesse, Jesse's sister. You remember Jesse Smollett from that TV show Empire.
That Fate.
Oh, I did.
He got in trouble. Yeah, he got in trouble. But Journey Smollett is his sister.
Okay.
She's been in a lot of things.
She's been acting since she was a little kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
I probably would recognize her.
There she is right there. That's her.
I think she was in like Full House as a child, one of Michelle's little buddies from way back in the day.
Either way, Google her. She's been in a lot of things, and I'm glad that she's going to continue on with this character. This is one of the things that looks like it's carrying on from. It looks like James Gunn is picking certain things from the old DC that he's going to bring over to his new DC. So there's a character named Black Canary who originally she played in that movie, and it looked like when the universe got rebooted, a lot of projects that were gonna come out were gonna get knocked away. But it looks like her Black Canary, which I know is lost on you because you never watched The Emancipation of Harley Quinn. So
no, I did not.
But
so
she was introduced in Birds of Prey. That is a fun like you are. If I'm not miscategorizing you, Tabs, you're a pro woman. That is a pro woman movie. You should. If I was to get you into any Harley Quinn movie, watch Birds of Prey first, because all the girls in that movie, they were so much fun. They were awesome, kick ass, and I had a lot of fun with that movie. If I was,
I'll watch it. I haven't watched it.
The one Harley Quinn movie to watch above, I wouldn't recommend Suicide Squad. I would recommend for you
Birds of Prey.
Okay. Because the female cast was awesome. That's what I would recommend.
I think I've only seen a little bit of Suicide Squad, honestly, but I didn't watch all of it. But I'll watch Birds of Prey then.
Birds of Prey I would recommend Birds of Prey.
Okay.
Another thing from the Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers revealed the new project of Gotham City Sirens. That's another. No idea. Okay, so a person from the future goes back in time, bringing it's like he's a nobody person in the future era because he's using his future tech, but he's a funny character. It's hard to explain if you don't know about him. If you haven't seen him it's hard to explain. I won't go into it, but for nerds like me, nerds like me, well, if you're excited about Booster Gold, guys, let me know in the chat if you're a Booster Gold fan. Support me on this. We're excited about Booster Gold. Also, Mickey 17, a movie, a sci-fi movie starring Robert Pattinson. Yeah. I didn't know anything about this project, but I heard that it's dealing with clones and things like that. So.
Yeah, I actually didn't hear anything about it until you sent me that one link, and I was like, okay, this is right up my alley.
Yeah,
like,
I watched that little clip.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I could get behind this. And it is like a clone, like a play on clones and like trying to figure out, and I like the whole concept. It seems pretty cool.
And this announcement said Mickey 17 is also featured at the presentation, a musical based on Shakespeare's Macbeth. It's based on Macbeth, which speaks to me. I love Macbeth. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble. I love that book.
Have you seen the Macbeth here in Houston from the comedy?
Nope.
Oh my God, it's so good.
I saw the HBO animation of all the Shakespeare things that was hosted by Robin Williams. That's what got me into Shakespeare.
Yeah. You should go see
and Gargoyles. Gargoyles got me.
You should go see that. That'd be a great date for y'all. It's like the comedy theater stage, and they do Shakespeare, but it's comedic driven, and it's a small touring group. Like it's like a group of them, and they recite the play and they act it out in front of you, and it's hilarious. And there's like drinking involved, and they interact with the audience. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It was a lot of fun.
Okay.
And I saw Macbeth when I went. It was great.
Okay. Let's stick with the
What's
topic
next?
Let's before we move on to the next topic, I want to take a minute to talk. I want to update us on what's going on with our Super Bowl.
Oh,
I say this episode of Talking Through the Media is unofficially affiliated and sponsored by Comicpalooza. I'm going to call them a sponsor. Fuck it. Let's go for it. Yeah. Coming up, we were invited. We were given the pass to attend Comicpalooza once again.
Mm-hmm.
This is what, 3 years in a row
third year.
for the studio. And I don't know why it does that.
It keeps changing.
Yeah, it's been doing that, and I gotta figure out why.
Because I didn't touch it.
Yeah, I know there's something I'm doing, but. Let's see. This episode. Well, let me just read it officially. This episode of Talking Through the Media's live stream and podcast is brought to you by our affiliates at Comicpalooza 2024. Comicpalooza has become our Super Bowl, our WrestleMania, and our Avengers Endgame. So let's talk about a few things we are looking forward to seeing this year at Comicpalooza. Who wants to go first? Who want to go first? I'll go. Okay, I'll go first. One of the things I'm very excited about seeing is Robert to get that picture with Robert Englund with Freddie.
With Freddie.
I want him to pick me up and jam my head into a TV and go, "This is prime time, bitch." That's what I want. I love Robert Englund. One of the things, if I was to ever meet Robert Englund, one of the things that I would bring up is the fact that I watched Freddy vs. Jason on DVD, and I listened to the director's commentary, and it's one of my memory burns. I remember him on the director's commentary saying that he said something like,
"That's hilarious."
Yeah, it was the funniest shit that he ever heard anybody say. So I was really into my director's commentary. The young lady who plays Princess Leia in the Obi-Wan series. There's a lot of and throughout the weeks and through other episodes of Talking to the Medias, we're gonna bring up certain things that's coming out in Comicpalooza. All right, I'm gonna pass the baton over to somebody else. Who else wants to go? Because I'm gonna pull up Comicpalooza, and that's just to jog your memories of who's all coming. So who else wants to?
I'll pull that up.
Like I said, Comicpalooza has become our Super Bowl. That's when we all met.
Well, it is when we all met. I'm actually, honestly, I know that the people coming to Comicpalooza is all grand and great and everything, but I genuinely enjoy going and seeing all the cosplays and getting to talk all the people.
Look at that marketing we've got right there. Look at the screen. Look at that marketing.
Hey, yeah. No, but I really do. I genuinely enjoy getting to see everybody in their costumes and cosplays and the happiness that they have from getting to dress up and all the creativeness that goes into that, and really just getting to see how people come about things in their mind and bring it about, in real life. It's just, I think that's the funnest part of it all. I really enjoy that.
The funnest?
The funnest.
What about you, Joy? What are we looking forward to?
I do like.
Yeah.
I think.
And the shopping.
The
shopping is so good.
But buy me a skateboard this time.
We did get 2 skateboards last time. So.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We got John Heater from Napoleon Dynamite.
He would be fun, I think, for sure.
Robert Englund, as I brought the Charmed Ones. Will be there.
Shannon Doherty. But which Charmed one? Shannon.
Okay, here we go. Shannon Doherty. We had I had him a second ago. Shannon Doherty. We had
so that's the middle sister.
Yeah.
So not Alyssa Milano.
Not Alyssa Milano. There's no way Alyssa Milano and Shannon Doherty are going to be there together.
Everyone except Melissa Milano.
They were at
one of
recently.
Them.
But they weren't in the same room together.
No, but there was even conflict with that.
It was like the three of those three together.
Yeah.
And she was in another room.
Yeah. And they were still talking smack. Yeah. There was so much smack talking. It's insane. Yeah. Insane. Them witches be crazy.
Witches be crazy.
Witches be crazy.
There's your T-shirt. Witches be crazy. I'm looking forward to that. But the big announcement. Who wants to? Joy, you want to tell them what the big news is? Why this is a first for T3 Media Studios.
We're podcasting.
We are podcasting
live from Comicpalooza.
Yep. I have officially dubbed that episode of Talking Through the Medias. I'm going to call this. It is, and they made me. They made sure that all of us podcasters put this. Make sure that you do your name of your podcast and the subtitle of the subject of what you're going to be talking about. So I have dubbed that episode of Talking Through the Medias. It's going to be Talking Through the Medias presents Talking Through the Palooza. Related to the guests, the guests that are coming through.
We could talk about all the smack talk of Alyssa Milano and Shannon Doherty.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into it. But one thing that I really want to do when we're there is I want to give away prizes. I want to start. I'm gonna give away prize like Funko Pops, things like that. But I'm also going to give away a grand prize. I don't want to.
I told Jess if she ever got offered $1 million, she better take it. Otherwise, I'm gonna be
I'm
pissed.
Yeah, I honestly think that's grounds for divorce.
Oh, you better take that offer. That's $1 million.
$1 million. Like, I don't care. Like,
We can discuss it afterwards and go to therapy. We have plenty of money.
After inflation, like $1 million isn't what it used to be. It's more than what I fucking got now.
Right?
$100,000. I'm like, you better fucking take it. Like, we put a down payment on a house. Anyway,
So funny.
wow. But yeah, talking through the Palooza is what I'm naming it.
Talking through the Palooza.
So we're gonna it's gonna be a prize giveaway for our panel. We're gonna be discussing the latest in entertainment news and reviews for that week, and also we're gonna talk about things that are related to the guests, the celebrity guests that are coming in. Celebrity guests like I said, Robert Englund. I just had them up again. I lost it again. There we go. Guests like Andy Buckley from Jurassic World, from Veep, from Shameless. Guests like Oscar Nunes from The Office. Efren Ramirez from Napoleon Dynamite. Vote for Petro. Guests like that, So there's a.
Did you know that he has a twin?
I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Both the guy who plays Napoleon and Pedro, but they both have twins.
That's it.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah. So there's more. Obviously, there's more guests. We're gonna get into it a little bit more, as every episode we'll bring up our official, unofficial sponsors from the. What is that? Oh, I accidentally clicked something.
Welcome.
Yeah, that was weird. From Comicpalooza. So yeah, talking through the medias. We are podcasting at Comicpalooza in Houston, May 24th through the 26th. Now I'm gonna let you guys know we're not gonna be there every.
The only stuff that was
really for the guests.
There
It
was
was just
like gamers playing games. Like
Yeah,
those
you would have to go
rooms were set
upstairs.
up.
Yeah.
And then there was like DJ and
Yeah, that was the downstairs in the ballroom 1 or
Yeah.
something where they had there's the VIP bar and all that stuff there.
So yeah, so for day one, I want to just talk to the people. I want to just interview, and me and Taz were talking about. Are we gonna break out Ruby Rod and Lilu again? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if I can fit in Lilu anymore.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I got my happy body.
Yeah, you're 40. But Movie Ride can always make an appearance anytime. You never know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe not this year. Maybe not. I'm thinking
not fitting those bandages anymore.
I'm thinking about Samuel L. Jackson from Star Wars, Mace Windu. I'm thinking about that.
I was thinking about Kill Bill.
You were thinking about Kill Bill. What costume were you thinking about, Jordan?
don't have a clue.
You haven't even thought about it?
There's just so many things.
Guys, if you have any suggestions, what should we go to Comicpalooza as? What should be our cosplay?
I'll do Andre the Giant from The Princess Bride. That's what I'm gonna do.
That was
like, what?
from left field.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Where the hell did that come from?
Chris wanted me to do Squirrel Girl last time.
I
last
remember.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He looked at him. He's like, "Oh yeah."
It would be disgusting what I would do to you that night. Every time I think about Squirrel Girl, I remember this cartoon, the Spider-Man cartoon, when he first met Squirrel Girl. He was like, "I'm not trying to shame anybody about their powers, but really, squirrel powers,
Squirrel powers.
like really." But her
Squirrel
name
Girl.
is,
Do you think Cheeto looks kind of like a squirrel? Could he come?
Maybe.
Sit?
if you're a support animal, I don't know. I will ask the
But
marketing.
see, he won't perch like.
The celebrity guests and more. We're gonna bring it to you live May 24th. Through the 25th, that's when we should be there. I don't know if I can make it on the 26th, but we'll find out, because that's when John Cena is going to be. I said Campy.
Yeah.
That's when Cena is going to be, and I want to talk to him. All right, moving on. Let's continue on with Cinemacon, because that was a dip.
It was Next, it was Lionsgate Universal.
Lionsgate Universal was next up, and I think Tab is going to enjoy this conversation here because one of the first presentations that came out was Twisters. Real fast, Twisters. Did you see the Twisters?
The first
trailer?
No, I haven't seen the trailer.
Of the sequel. Did you watch the original?
Yeah, everybody
A
did.
million times.
I've lived that life.
Living out in Wisconsin with the tornadoes.
What was Wisconsin? It's here, but I've been in many tornadoes.
Yeah.
Many.
I mean, I'll watch it. I mean, it's not one of the ones that I'm really excited about. One I'm really excited about is the John Wick Ballerina one.
Yeah.
Audiences at Cinemacon were treated to its first look at the new movie Ballerina, a spinoff of the popular John Wick franchise, directed by Lynn Wiseman, starring Ana de Armas and Keanu Reeves. The footage showcased that in a ballet studio. Reeves is expected to reprise his iconic role as John Wick in the film, which is set in the same universe as John Wick films. De Armas plays a ballerina seeking revenge after her family is murdered, and Reeves' character is lending a hand in her quest for vengeance. The sneak peek received rave reviews from the audience, generating excitement for the upcoming release of Ballerina.
I just can't wait. Like, literally buzzing with excitement.
Chomping at the bit.
Oh, I want it. But fighting skills they have, I'm really looking forward to seeing how they utilize that. I always love the way that the fight scenes are in movies where Keanu is, doing a lot of martial arts and things like that. And so I enjoy the athleticism as well as sort of like the choreography of it all. And I'm very excited about how that's going to come about, especially since it's now the storyline's revolving around a ballerina and a company. And so I'm curious as to if they're going to, if that's going to influence the type of fighting.
Yeah. I'm just curious to see if they're going to bring Klaus back.
You love you some Klaus.
I am Klaus.
I am Klaus.
What about you, Joe? What do you think about Ballerina? Are you interested in seeing this spinoff?
I mean, I love John Wick, so I'm ready to see some more.
Mm-hmm.
Also coming in from this, Lionsgate Universal portion of CinemaCon, Good Fortune, directed and starring Aziz Ansari, while presenting his Lionsgate's movie. Aziz Ansari's inspiration for making Good Fortune was a movie called Good Fortune. It was created. Was to create comedy that would be shown in theaters after focusing on more dramatic work. He wanted to bring back comedy. Oh, wow. My cat, Cheeto, there you go. Thank you, Cheeto, for moving out of the way of the damn camera.
Yeah, Cheetah's all about it right now.
After focusing on more dramatic work, he emphasizes the importance of bringing people together to laugh in theater setting and believed in the potential of the comedy genre. Ansari praised the cast, including Keanu Reeves is in this movie. Keanu Reeves is in this comedy movie.
Because Keanu Reeves is amazing.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
Keanu Reeves injured himself on Aziz Ansari coming back to the big screen with a movie with Seth Rogen and Keanu
Hopefully
Reeves.
it'll be good because sometimes I like Aziz Ansari and sometimes I don't.
He's hit and miss for you?
Yeah. I like Seth Rogen and I like Keanu.
But like Masters of None, which has got serious and comedy in that show, I think he acts well when things are written well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think if it's a well-written comedy, I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, 100%. Also, during the Lionsgate presentation, Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill will be starring in 2 upcoming projects. One of these projects is Highlander, a reboot of the popular 1986 film about an immortal Scottish warrior. Cavill is set to play the lead role in this
Only
film.
be one.
Is he wearing a kilt?
Which will be directed by Chad Stahelski of John Wick fame.
Okay.
There you go. We've got some John Wick also sprinkled into the Highlander project. The other project Cavill is attached to is In the Gray, a thriller directed by Guy Ritchie. This film will see Cavill playing a lead role alongside Samuel L. Jackson and Tom Hopper. The collaboration is expected to bring more attention to Cavill's career and further solidify his status as a leading actor in Hollywood. With 2 highly anticipated films in the work, fans, Highlighter and In the Grave. Tabitha.
He is all over the place right now, by the way. Henry Cavill.
The Cavill.
Whatever he's got going on with that.
Guy Ritchie?
No, the guy from the Amazon Prime.
Oh, yeah, that new movie that's coming out. Damn it. The something like about the something of gentlemen. Guys in the chat, what is that new Henry Cavill project that's about to come out? Let's see if somebody can Google that real quick.
I can't
Google all I remember is he's sticking his teeth. He's like crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see the new movie.
What's it
The
called?
Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Ungentlemanly Warfare. I knew it had an un in there somewhere. Yeah, I can't wait to check that out. Talking to this in Cinemacon Paramount. Let's talk about. Let's move on to Paramount real quick. So. Let's see, what do we have?
Oh, I read the first line.
So Paramount Pictures is greenlighting a live-action R-rated adaptation of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a comic book series called The Last Ronin. Are you freaking out right now? Because I am. The answer is yes. I am freaking out.
You and me both. We're the Sahara.
So this, okay, guys. Fuck what these two are talking about. Let's geek out, me and you, right now. Let's geek out about The Last Ronin. Teenage Mutant The Last Ronin is a new comic book miniseries that follows the sole surviving turtle in a dystopian future. The story takes place in a post-apocalypse New York, where the city has been overtaken by villains and crime lords. The Last Ronin is a gritty and dark take on the classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles characters, exploring themes of loss, betrayal, and redemption.
Which one survived?
That was a mystery. I remember that was a mystery for a long time. People didn't know which turtle it was. And spoiler alert if you don't want to know. Turned out to be Michelangelo.
Oh.
Exactly what I said.
Oh.
I was thinking it would have made more sense to be Don, because I heard that he took the weapons and he took the characteristics of his fallen brothers. He would fight with swords. He would fight with all of his fallen brothers' weapons. He has them all with him. Maybe Michelangelo is secretly a genius. Maybe you never know. He probably was paying attention and
maybe he was at the right place, the right time.
Yeah, maybe he knows how to split an atom. Who knows? But again, with a grain of salt, I didn't read the Last Ronin, but I've heard so much about it, and I'm looking. People were excited about an updated version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles instead of the old Cowabunga dudes thing, like something R-rated. I mean, the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies was more gritty than anything that they've ever done. By the time Secret of the Ooze came out, they didn't even use weapons. Leonardo never brought them fucking swords out. They did everything they could because they were trying to cater to children. They did everything they could not to use weapons. But them using the Ronin storyline, I think is brilliant. Joy. What do you think about it? You said you've never been dry, but you don't think a rated R version of the Turtles wouldn't be interested to you?
Nope.
Not for you. What about the Turtle fans?
If you're a Turtle fan, I'm sure you are super excited.
Tabs, are you as dry as Joy about all this stuff?
There's not a trickle near.
No, wow.
That wasn't something I enjoyed as a kid. It's not something I enjoyed as an adult. So it's just not my cup of tea. I can see it for, I have a friend who's obsessed. This is going to be wonderful for him, So it's not my cartoon.
I think.
That's what, I mean.
I think it's going to be awesome. I think the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I think I was too old when it came out for me
I'm older than you.
To like it. Well, that should say something about you then, not me.
I'm less mature than you, so yeah.
It's true.
Besides that, Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover is officially happening.
Gross.
So
can we move past all the
movies and the fact that the G.I. Joe movies never really got it going. The fact that They are in the same universe. They've crossed over in the comic books. They are in the same universe, and people have been begging for them to cross over since the first Transformers movie.
Those people who are begging should be super excited.
Super excited.
They are. We are.
More power to you.
We are. All three of us will
get
be
exactly what
they
they're
wanted.
looking for.
I hope it's everything that is in their head on screen.
orgasmic. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I hope for them.
Yes. The floors will be sticky.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hope it's like their shoes get stuck and they got to walk out barefoot. Like, I really hope that's what it is for them.
Yes. The floors will be sticky when G.I. Joe and Transformers cross over. Another thing from that panel, Glenn Powell will star in the lead in Edgar Wright's Running Man remake.
Okay.
Nobody here knows about Running Man? Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Again, you're talking to the wrong demographic over here.
Running Man was a movie about a fucked up future where reality TV. This was before reality TV was really big. This is in the 80s. A reality TV show where they took criminals who were trying to, I guess, reduce their sentence or buy their freedom. They would put them in these life or death situations. You would be put into this American Gladiator style situation.
So gladiators. This is exactly what that is.
But the people against you were really trying to kill you.
Yeah,
they were going
Gladiator.
to kill you.
So it's New Age Gladiator.
It was, but this was before American Gladiator.
No, not American Gladiator. Gladiators.
Yeah. So they were.
Not American Gladiator. Gladiators.
Yeah. So they were putting, and Schwarzenegger was one of the people. And obviously he won.
Of course.
But a remake of a Gladiator. Nobody. I'm the only one here that
Yeah.
knows about Running Man. I thought this was awesome news. Anyway.
If you like that, then
more power to you.
So
watch them movies.
I'm happy
Make
for
them
you.
that money.
I'm happy that you're happy, right?
Yeah.
Leon, Octavia Spencer.
Octavia Spencer. I mean, come
There you
on.
go.
Hannah Waddingham.
Yeah.
So
What do you think about this?
people,
Well,
but I'm like, we've tried to do Smurfs before. I know it's been a long time.
Yeah.
But
with this cast, you have more hope for this one?
I don't know. I got nothing to run off of. I
Yeah.
can't make an opinion. I got nothing to run off.
Maybe they showed footage there at Cinemacon.
If someone writes something good for them.
Yeah, I've had no, what is the story? I can't even make an opinion. Oh, you're trying to make a Smurf movie? I hope it's good.
I mean, based on the other Smurf movies,
I
it
watched
probably
Smurfs
won't be.
when I was little.
I know, and I loved Smurfs when I was little, but yeah.
No, I mean, based on the old Smurfs movies, I don't have any
If they could make
faith.
it like a Trolls, like how Trolls movies were so funny for adults, and like the kids really loved them. Like if it could be like that.
Are any of you guys out there really excited about another Smurfs movie? Come on, be honest with you. Put us in the chat. Thumbs up if you're for this. Thumbs down if you're not. Nobody wants to watch this. This is Rihanna. Come on, Rihanna. Really? Anyway, a Bee Gees biopic. Directed by Ridley Scott is in the works.
He skipped Sonic.
I know.
Nobody cares.
Oh, I accidentally skipped Sonic, but yeah.
Sonic 3.
Didn't watch 1 or 2.
I didn't watch 1 or 2 either, and I'm an arcade lover.
Jim Carrey. Those movies were awesome.
I didn't watch them.
There's even a Knuckles spinoff. Idris Elba.
Did not watch them.
No.
I don't even know you people anymore.
Yeah. All right, back to the Bee Gees biopic.
No, but we already mentioned that. All right, what do you think? Bee Gees biopic. What do you think about
I
that?
actually think that might be interesting. Yeah.
For
Because I heard there's a lot of drama up in that group.
Their
Yeah.
brother overdosed.
Yeah.
He wasn't a member of the Bee Gees, but still he was a singer and had a very promising
But
career.
there's supposedly a lot of drama and stuff within that group, so I think it'd be very interesting.
Yeah. It's going to be the typical biopic formula where the most famous song that everybody was waiting for them to sing. You're going to in the middle of the movie, he's going to be in the middle of writing it, and then he's going to do a little.
So fun. Bee Gees was on there. They were like, what?
Let me guess that song that what you won't do.
I
bet you that was one of them.
They were like, I don't believe this.
Get your love. That's another song people thought was like
what? Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
It
was hilarious though. Yes.
Yeah.
This is so good.
Informer.
I make you boom boom down.
Boom boom down. That dude is a little. Never gonna lift you up. Or the black version. I'm a little old white boy with a big old black voice. Yeah. Yeah. I know those channels. But yeah. But let's get into it. The first teaser of Sonic 3 at Cinemacon was revealed. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles facing off against Shadow, as well as Sonic and Shadow fighting in the sky on Shadow's motorbike. Those were some of the things that were revealed at Cinemacon. I wish I could have been there to see it. Sonic was a very fun, wholesome little movie. It was very enjoyable. Jim Carrey was brilliant in it. It was great.
I just never saw
I'm
it.
glad
So.
you enjoyed it.
You guys, you love comedy. You would have enjoyed it, Joy. You would have really much loved it.
Kids, I don't know. What do you want me to tell them?
Also, Star Trek Origins is a film written by Seth Grahame-Smith. Is a new Star Trek movie.
We need to redo it again.
We're going.
So
This is
many times.
from what I heard. It's a prequel. It's I guess it's how this is interesting timing. They also showed more footage of the Naked Gun remake starring Liam Neeson, directed by Kiva Schaffer, and this is on the day that O.J. Simpson died.
Oh my God!
Is he going to say, "I know who you are. I know where you are"?
Nah, I'd in hell right now. Somebody was like, "Why would he be in hell?" I was like, dude, let's not play that game.
We gonna dance the dance, man.
Yeah, maybe in hindsight, maybe there's some people that because to be fair, I mean, because he was never convicted of murder, but in the 90s, we all knew he did it. And I was talking about this earlier. It wasn't about whether or not he did it or not. We knew he did it. The idea, or at least we felt that he did it. But the thing was, could a black person get what was called at the time white people justice? Because a lot of that's what they were really trying to, that split screen showing black people's reaction to white people's reaction to the verdict. They were trying to see, can a black man get the same kind of justice that like rich white people, or just not even rich, as white people have gotten for similar crime, for murdering a black person. That's what it was about. I knew he did. We all felt he did it. I mean, people joked about it. Black people, everybody. We all joked about it. He did it. Everybody knew he did it. The motherfucker even wrote a book. If I did it, and that's probably why he got sued. And then you say, well, he also was acquitted of the crime.
All the families sued him,
and he lost those civil suits.
Yeah,
trying to profit off of off of what he the dude it was weird. Look. When I found out that he passed away today, I was at the gym and I said, "Oh, okay."
I literally went.
I really couldn't care less.
I just scrolled on.
But I'm not gonna play that game with. Now I'm happy that the Naked Gun is getting a reboot because it'll bring it
to see. We haven't had movies like this in a long time. These types, they were very popular.
These spoof types of
and at their peak, they're notorious for saying things that now
are not appropriate to say.
People would be like, "Oh, that's offensive," or "Oh, that's not okay to say."
No,
that's another thing that's coming up. But I feel like the spoof comedy has.
It's a fine line it has to walk right now in the temperature of society for everything that's going on. If they don't toe it right, it's not going to be received well.
Because I even told you a few weeks ago, I saw an interview with David Allen Greer from In Living Color, who people asked him, were interviewing him and were asking him, would you do the show again? And he was like, we can't do that show again. Can't. I would love to, but it's not possible because none of the stuff that we did could be done today.
People say they can't.
And the show wouldn't be the show if we can't do what we did.
I never agree with that. People say that they can't. I just hear I don't want to, because South Park still does it, and they can.
I think South Park has muted a lot of what it does because. The Simpsons have muted a lot of what they do.
Well, they're on network TV, but South Park is on cable.
Yeah, but it's not the same. It's not the same. They're a lot in what I would call.
You've watched all the recent episodes? Because I think there's been some episodes in the most recent episodes that was just like as raw as it was in the 90s. I just feel like maybe they can get away with it because they're animated, but what I.
Animation, I think, does make a difference.
Yeah, it
I'll
makes
give
a
you
little-
that.
It gets to be redone.
But you're gonna make comedy in the time that you're in. They won't do that. I mean, if they do a Mrs. Swan, they will probably have an Asian a comedian doing it.
Correct. It
So
couldn't be
I
what's
mean,
her
it's not that I
doing
wouldn't say that you
I
can't
know.
do the jokes. You would just get the appropriate people to do the
it.
jokes.
Maybe it's about honestly one of the most popular characters on
Yeah.
TV back then, and the actor who played
Yeah, but it was a white
was a white woman who-
and for all to the Asian community, it was like this is a white woman making fun of Asian people.
correct.
As far as
And that's
but-
not something that would be received well
right
in
today. The only thing that I have on the whole spoof comedy thing or the spoof movie thing is that the fact that when they started spoofing like comic book movies and things like that, it's very expensive movies because spoof movies. The one thing about spoof movies back in the day is that when they were produced, they were on the same, almost felt like they were on the same playing field of the movie that they were making fun of. But when you have a $300 million Avengers Endgame movie, and then the spoof came out, it felt like you were watching the porn version of it.
I think
When the
you could
budget
play off that though. If somebody would take that and do an extreme version, like someone's going to spoof Transformers, and then instead of having these massive explosions, it's somebody lighting a like a firecracker on the table and it making
I know
this
what
tiny.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Like if they played it like that,
would work.
that
But
would
the-
work.
But the problem was they were trying to match the
they
thing that
were-
they were
which is
spoofing,
not how
and
you-
and all people felt like was. Why am I watching this like that? I mean,
Yeah.
it just looks ridiculous because you're trying to get up to that level. But when spoof movies and the movie lopsided and their spoof was trying to punch up to them, it didn't
They
translate.
definitely, I think that it could really be done in a really comedic way if they played on that. Like you just
No,
played on.
they did what you're saying.
Yeah, like
they
you just kept every time there's an explosion, they went to the same
some
thing.
dude in the background, some dude in the background with some fireworks.
He said, just pew pew, and that's what they referred to.
And making it a part of the joke.
Yes,
that would work. But well, it sounds like you just get Disney. It's you can kill it right there. That net is right in front of you. Spot, bam. Did you get it?
I don't know.
You missed. You suck. Let us know what you guys think. Until next time, guys. Let's send us your thoughts, all your comments, and let's keep talking. All right, moving on to the last topic, real fast. Babe, what's the last topic that we have going on?
Disney fires back at Gina Carano over Mandalorian firing lawsuit, according to an article in USA Today. Disney has had enough. That's it.
They are bomb.
They're like, hold my beer.
According to this article in USA Today, they're giving Gina Carano the bombastic side eye. They're ready to. They're firing back. Disney fires back at Gina Carano over Mandalorian firing lawsuit. Disney has had enough, as was mentioned. Disney is. Get rid of that. Disney's firing back at the former Mandalorian star Gina Carano for her lawsuit. Carano, who filed in 2021, sued Lucasfilm and its parent company, Walt Disney. In February, the former mixed martial artist played a bounty hunter, Cara Dune, in The Mandalorian. Disney described its last straw with the actress in a motion to dismiss the lawsuit filed Tuesday in California's Central District Federal Court, according to court records obtained by USA Today. The company claims in its motion that it has a constitutional right not to associate with artistic expression with Carano's speech, such as the First Amendment provides a complete defense to Carano's claims. Just like we mentioned last time we talked about this, the First Amendment is for the government not to censor you. It's not about your employer. Like if they don't, you can't force Disney to work with you. And even if you could, a bad press to your company that would hurt your company, and they sued you to get their job back. They won the lawsuit. How would that work out?
I had a friend who was wrongfully fired.
That's different.
That's different.
No,
Yeah.
but she fought she just wanted her
Pension.
record cleared,
Yeah.
name cleared. And they were like, well, you can have your job back. She was like, I don't want to work for those people again. I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
It's not about me getting my job back. It's just about my record being
Yeah.
clear. I don't know why she would want her.
After all the shit she said,
they don't want you there, and you want to go back. You really
makes
think
no
it's
sense.
going to be a nice, comfortable environment? Everyone's going to be like,
after all y'all are all woke and y'all are all this and all that name calling and shit. Why would you
it's
even want to go back?
The bully trying to play the victim.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's not working.
Yeah.
So I'm just ready to be done with her. I'm ready to not talk about her.
I called this shit years ago. The second she realized the mistake she made, she thought it was funnier because a certain political leader could get away with it, and all these other she's not the only one. A lot of people thought that they could do the same thing. No, you are not the same. Run for president, maybe you could get away with it, but you can't. You're just Gina Carano. You're not going to say what you said about Holocaust victims and think you're going to keep your job.
And let's be honest, get some dirt on some very powerful people, and then you can say whatever you want. Get a lot of money and start paying some people off, and then you can say whatever you want. It has nothing to do with status at that point. It has to do with what you have over people that allows you to do what you want.
And you exactly. And you had nothing. At the end of the day, Disney gave you and Pedro Pascal multiple chances.
And guess who listened to it while you're doing a press?
Don't do it in public to bring attention up, because we're not paying you for that.
Yeah.
And it was because I remember a bunch of crybaby lefty liberals like me were complaining, why is she not being fired? She just did this. And then she did another thing. Why is she not being fired? She just did that. And then she did another thing. Why is she not being fired? She just did. And then finally, Disney fired. It was multiple times that Disney gave her a chance. Please stop. She thought it would be funny to keep going. She thought nothing was going to happen to her. Pedro stopped. She didn't. It is what it is. Why the fuck do you want to come back to Disney? It was, and it's a slap in the face to all the people that supported her. She's standing up against these woke, Disney. No, her money is gone and she wants her job back. I knew that's what was gonna happen, and that's what was in her lawsuit. So it was a slap in the face to all her supporters. But when your money runs out, just like Biggie Smalls said, don't be mad. UPS is hiring. Didn't see that one coming.
It's not. Should not.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what Bob Iger is saying. You're mad because my style you're admiring. Don't be mad. UPS is hiring.
It's true. It's true.
Don't forget
it's
to
really
tip your waitress.
Amazon's hiring now.
Yeah,
but
hell yeah. You're mad because my style you're admiring. Don't be mad. Amazon is hiring. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly. Joining us for another episode of Talking Through the Medias. Not gonna let me click on it. Damn it.
Well, how about we not play with it because we're already an hour and a half into the show?
Yeah, I guess that's true. I really wanted to play with it though.
Well, you can play with it when we're not on air.
It's not fair. I really wanted to play with it.
I
Here
know.
it is. Okay, let's see if this works. It's not letting me click this button here. I'm trying to highlight.
It's okay.
Do I have to right click? It's not. I'm trying. You know what? It's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
Not gonna work. I tried. I tried to highlight what we were talking about here. Here we go. Here, I'll do it the old school way. There we go. Kevin Davis says audience don't give new original films a chance at the box office. Yeah, they that's a true statement. They mostly like franchises and comfort food in their movies.
I mean, I like comfort food in my shows.
Yeah.
But I do love a good new story in a movie. I'm the opposite. I prefer my movies to be like.
We did go overtime, but come on, 5 minutes, because I just realized what I did wrong here. Tabs.
What?
You just saw three.
Oh, three-body. Oh my God.
Three-body problem.
Three-body problem
on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
For your real fast, talk us into it. Why was this worth a watch?
It's an amazing show. So, do you remember? Did y'all watch Lost?
No.
Oh my God. Okay. So for everybody out there, oh my God, for everybody out there who watched Lost, do you remember that feeling where you're watching a show and you feel like you know what's going on and you're like excited because you think you figured it out, and then all of a sudden it changes? Like Lost started out was you thought it was a plane crash on an island and this is going to be like a survival show, and then it changed into like, oh, they're on the island with this science crap, you know, that there's experimenting. You're like, oh my God, so this is like they're going to be involved with all these science people. And then you learn that the show turns to this spiritual thing and you think they're dead. You don't know what's going on, but you do. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. It's like the most mind fuckery that you could have, and it's so good. And it's like fantasy sci-fi driven, and it's smart, and just it's really well done. I very much enjoyed it, and it was very captivating. I think everybody should go watch it. But it's really, I really liked where they took the storyline and kind of how they developed this concept. It was really cool. And it's driven around science, of course, in some aspects. And so it's just really neat. I liked it a lot. I really did. But it's got a lot of like kind of relevant parallels to political stuff that's happening as well right now. And I thought that was really neat.
This is the what I have on the screen with you, right? That's what is that the character?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But hold on.
That might be a version.
That must be.
That's not the Netflix version of it?
Yeah, I don't think that's. There's a whole Asian cultural aspect to it, but I don't recognize.
It says 3 body problems online. Maybe
it's got the guy from Game of Thrones in it.
That's probably a different version of it.
Yeah, so that's she's one of the main characters. But yeah, it's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
All right, I'll go check it out. The only I'll go check it out. The only thing that I saw that blew my mind, if you guys have been watching the new X-Men 97 cartoon on Disney Plus, this latest episode, all I'll say is this ain't no Saturday morning cartoon. I mean, the characters, everything is being woke, but even he had to admit that this this episode was unbelievable. I watched it the other night, and I couldn't believe it. If you are a fan of the old X-Men cartoon, watch it. If you never even cared about X-Men, this episode was deep. I'm talking about, characters having affairs, all kinds of shit. It went down. I was like, I'm ready for the X-Men to come into the MCU. So that's all I'll say. I had a great time with it. Also, can't wait to get into some more Comicpalooza. Can't wait to do that. More from this channel in regards to that, guys. Don't forget, like I said, hit the like, subscribe button. Let us know what you guys think at all time. Send your comments, and let's keep talking. I want to thank my panel that's joining us today. Joy, if people want to reach out to you online, where could they do so?
TikTok is Viola Fagan, and my Instagram is Scrub Hats and More by Joy.
And Tabitha, if people want to reach out to you, where can they do so?
They can reach me on TikTok at Let's Have Fun 012 and on Instagram at Tabitha.Jordan.18.
Or just yell at you and just do stupid puns on TikTok for no reason, right?
I mean, yeah, it was fun today.
Yeah. Daryl Robot Master 69. Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
That was his name? It was something like
Big
that.
Mac 6969693.
Don't be doxing people. Guys. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys for joining us for another episode of us Talking Through the Medias, and we'll see you next time. I'll be back tomorrow, guys, to talk a little horror topics. Until then, have a happy peace, and be good out there. Later.
Remember to like this video, become a subscriber, and share. This really does help us out. If you would like to watch more from us from T3 Media Studios, click here or here. Thanks for watching.